No one asked for this. Here it is. How to rune Antares. This unit is full of RNGs. Like, he's actually good. He's good. You can, like, if you want to throw in some RNG, just put this unit in. He works on arena defense. He can work in RTA more than he can work in siege. So melee is not for siege. Okay, this one I ruined a while ago, but we're just going to discuss how to rune him. But before we discuss how to rune him, we're going to look at his skills and why we're going to rune him like that. Okay, so first skill is summons the soul of the dead to attack the enemy 2 to 3 times. Each attack has a 40% chance to decrease the enemy's attack speed for 2 turns, and then it goes up to 50, 65, and the damage increases. All right, so multi-hits on skill 1, which is actually pretty good. Sinkhole, which is skill 2, inflicts damage to all enemies with a hole that consumes souls and recovers the HP by 50% of the inflicted damage, which is actually pretty good. Absorbs the enemy's attack bar by 25% with a 25% chance. I wouldn't be relying on that, and there's no increase in the percentage of that because he's already a broken unit when he decides to move. And for the passive, Transcendence, gains a turn with a 15% chance whenever the enemy's turn ends. Okay, if this effect doesn't activate, the activation chance will be increased. If the effect is activated, the increased activation chance will be reset, and your attack power and critical rate will be increased for 1 turn. Alrighty, okay, so this guy can have a turn at any time, and if he doesn't have a turn, it will increase. It doesn't tell you by how much, but it will increase. I've seen him go 6-7 turns with that proc in his passive, or I've seen him proc his passive 3-4 times in 6-7 turns. Completely RNG, gets a crit rate buff and attack buff. Okay, so if he's getting a crit rate buff, you only need to aim for 70% crit rate. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. His skill 2 is AoE with 3-turn cooldown. So with skill ups, most people do like him ruined, and I also do like him ruined on despair. Okay, you can go despair, or you can go violent. Everything works with violent. Or you can go violent, you can go revenge, or will, or blade if you're early game. Okay, but will, because you don't want him to get one shot at the beginning of the game where a Barbara goes and kills him. You know what I mean? But he's usually picked with Leo because he's on 0 speed. But you can also use him with that Leo because he's passive procs him anytime. So what you want to do is you want to go for attack, crit damage, attack. He doesn't need speed. You don't need to focus on speed. And then you want to aim for 70% crit rate. I don't know why it's on 69 because I lie. No. And you want him tanky, okay? Again, if you're aiming to be a little bit tanky, you want 500 plus defense. You want at least 15 to 20k HP. 22 would be better. And then you want high attack. So you can build him attack, crit damage, attack. Or if you have a very high substat. Look, I ruined this guy, honestly, like probably 6 RTA seasons ago, okay? So it's a long time. 6 RTA seasons is like a year and a half. I ruined him a year and a half ago, so almost 2 years maybe. Okay, and then crit rate, crit damage, resistance. He can like proc his passive and proc out of it, being stunned or anything, but you don't want him defense broken. So you do want some resistance in there, and accuracy, and not so much. But you do have multi hits with skill 1, and then skill 2 you can use an artifact. You don't have to put him on vampire. So skill 2, you can use an artifact that recovers HP like a vampire one. What is it called? So you can put him on revenge, and you can put counter attack, life drain. You can use life drain. That's the one. Okay, you can use life drain for that skill 2. All right. No speed, 20k HP. 15k HP, attack, 500 plus defense, crit rate 70, crit damage, whatever, 130 to 140, 1 to 60. Resistance, yes. Accuracy, not so much. Artifacts, skill 1, crit damage. Okay, he works on revenge as well. He can be on violent, but mainly he's on despair. If you put him on violent, he's violent procking and he's passive. It makes him really, really nice, but you need him to be a little bit tankier, but still deal enough damage. Skill 1 crit damage is priority because when you proc your turn and your skill 2 is on cooldown, you can kill something and he gets an attack buff. Okay, so you don't need too much attack. You can aim for 1500 plus, crit damage around 130 to 160. Life drain, damage taken from water, damage taken from fire, additional damage to attack. I think additional damage to attack is the number one. If it's very tanky, you get additional damage to attack and HP. And yeah, that's about it. That's it. That's how you rune Antares, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Okay, yalla, bye.